now.
Says offline.
Is it
Will
just
do for a minute.
flipped us?
Has it flipped you? No.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was over that side a minute ago.
Oh really? It's made us bigger as well. This is good. We can actually
Yeah,
see
it's actually zoomed us or something.
it. Okay.
No one can see it.
Yeah. Sorry?
Like, I keep switching, it's been doing it for a week
It's
now.
not visible. It's only visible to the person who has
No,
the
it's,
affliction.
well, look how little I am anyway. It's
You're
more
little
just the
too.
fact that it's really irritating.
I should know already. You can't see it. I'm sure no one else can see it.
I don't think anyone can see your eyes, Kirsty.
No, I'm not worried again.
She's not worried about people
It's
seeing her.
annoying.
Yeah.
It's like having a lips you can't scratch.
You can scratch if you want.
Seriously, Robin.
What?
She has a problem.
Oh, shit.
That's something.
Hmm?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's give it a minute.
What's this blue thing? No, it's not blue, it's behind.
Are you looking up?
Blu-ray case.
The PlayStation cases?
They hold their discs, which you use to control games.
On a ball, not
The non-blue thing? What's the blue
There's
thing?
a
It's
blue
just
on
got blue written on it.
Smart ass.
Yeah, thank you, Kirsty. Didn't want to say it, but
You've got 2 Tiger Awards.
We've got to, yes, we have. Okay, hi everyone.
Oh,
We've hopefully you should be able to hear us. If you can let us know if the microphone is not working or if it's really quiet or if one of us is really quiet and the rest of us aren't. We've never done this before, so I'm looking at the screen over here. These guys are going to be saying things. I'm going to introduce everyone first. Guys, if you want to tell everyone your involvement in the game as I go around, what you did, that'd be great.
yeah.
First of all, Kirsty.
Hello. What did I do? I am a game designer and I made the vast majority of the levels. The incredibly hard ones you can blame on James, who isn't here. Yeah, so I helped with game design and made levels basically.
Awesome. All of them? Not all of them.
No, not all of
Only
them.
the starting ones, or just like?
Yeah, I think the first 20 are
Yeah.
mine, and then some of them are dotted throughout,
Awesome, awesome.
and all the bonus levels as well.
Brilliant. Robin?
Hi, I'm Robin Joa. I wrote the game.
All of it.
Pretty much.
Pretty much all of it.
A little bit well drunk.
And the tools and stuff like this. That was the PSP version. And then when we go to
I want to talk up a bit
PlayStation
Robin,
Vita.
come closer a little bit closer.
This much
Yeah, a
closer?
little bit closer.
Oh, Robin.
There we go. There we
Why
go.
can't you take my space?
Continue.
No problem. And for the Vita version, then the effects were added by Hussein. I'll probably explain.
You say, what did you do?
So I joined Velocity a little bit late in
Right.
the project. I
Yeah,
joined
your company is called FuturLab. The
FuturLab.
game. The game is there. It's called
I
Velocity.
joined the project a little bit later on. But so, as Robin said, that he was the programmer who wrote the game, so he actually created all the bugs. So I came in, fixed his bugs,
Fix the bugs.
I did new ones.
and added new ones. Bob was mostly involved with shaders and the networking side of things.
Brilliant, brilliant. And I'm Rob from Curve Studios. I'm the PR marketing guy here at Curve. And I met these guys for the first time probably about 5 months ago.
5 or 6 months.
5 or 6 months ago, we started looking at if we could do Velocity on PlayStation 3 and on PC. And finally, it's out after. It's been in development for about 3 months, so it's out on Steam now. Thankfully, Steam has actually worked. It's great. It's all on the store. There was a few pricing problems at the start, but it's good now. I think it's around £4.80 if you have a voucher.
Bargain.
If that's a very good price. It's $6.49 retail price. It's got 10% off, but if you own Hotline Miami, which is an awesome game, or if you own Stealth Bastard, which is an awesome game, you will have a 20% voucher in your Steam inventories as well. And I'll be giving away some codes for Velocity in the chat here while these guys are talking, and I will also be giving away some codes for some Curve games because I've got a big list of codes open. Stealthig, Stealthig iOS, maybe some Proteus codes for PlayStation as well, but definitely Stealth Bastard on PC, as I know most of you guys are going to be PC gamers. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the game, just talk about what the game is, how it works, introduce it to people that haven't played it. It first came out on the... I've got a Vita here, and I was going to show you the game on the Vita, but I can't because it's out of batteries, because it's the only Vita we have that...
There's one.
Go on. Yeah, oh, that's fine, Robin, sit down. You have to get up and it'll all be a mess. As you can see, we're on 3 very small chairs here, and Kirsty gets the only nice chair, because we couldn't fit. So we're going to do some questions as well while we talk about the game. If you guys have any questions, let us know in the chat. If you ask a question, you're probably going to get a code, so you should definitely ask some questions. And after that, we've got some other goodies that we're going to give away, probably on the Twitter immediately after this. Posters and T-shirts. Do we have some T-shirts? Brilliant. So stay tuned. We're probably going to be here for about an hour to 40 minutes. We'll see how it goes. So what we're going to do is load up the game. Let me know in the chat if the game audio is too loud. Hopefully it won't be. And if there is no game audio, also let me know. We're playing the game on a 360 controller because it's the easiest way to demonstrate it in a room of 4 people. It has mouse and keyboard controls that are customizable. We have a Steam forum post about how we're going to improve those controls as well, make them sort of more... Community feedback will help us decide what the defaults are going to be, but obviously right now you can just go in and change them if you want to. But right now we're playing a 360 controller. Being an arcade game, controller is probably the best way to play the game, check the game out. So, first of all, this is an incredibly complicated level. You're just intimidating people, Robin, with your
let's go
graphics.
Go on, which one?
Level 8.
Level 8.
So when you first learn about bombs.
Bombs. Okay.
It's a good one,
So, I guess looking at it from a trailer, often it comes across as just a shooter, which is really, really, really not true. One of the key mechanics is teleportation. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how you came up with that and what it means to the actual gameplay?
Okay, so it came about in rather an unusual ways. Our first game was a game called Coconut Dodge, which is very simple.
It's the crab game.
You're a crab.
Yeah.
You're a crab on a beach.
I just like doing this.
And you move left to right, dodging coconuts.
Yes.
So once we finished that game, we were sort of seeing what we had and what we could work with. And James realised that the fun thing about Coconut Dodge is just moving left to right at different speeds very quickly. So we thought, rather than moving there very quickly, wouldn't it be cool if you could just instantly appear there? And that's where the short form teleport idea came from. And also because we had an engine where things fell, we thought, well, we can make a spaceship again because the environment's just falling. So
which actually brings me to an interesting fact. It's an interesting fact. When you play the game, it actually feels like your ship is actually moving through the environment upwards, but that's actually not what's happening. In reality, the environment is actually falling down towards your ship.
Brilliant.
So it's been done upside down, right, Robin?
Terrible programming decision.
It's a terrible programming decision.
For 2 years.
But it feels so right, yeah?
It feels right.
I would never have known, I guess. Because you have... One of the key first features you notice about the game, I guess, is the right stick, or the boost button on the keyboard, which is mapped to shift by default, I believe, speeds the game up. So you're actually in control of how fast the game scrolls.
I'm going to play it.
Kirsty's going to play it. James told me on Skype just before we started that you're the worst at this.
It's not the worst.
Kirsty won't mind the 360 controller, and he said Kirsty is
Kirsty loves the 360 controller. She's very good at this. Right, what?
You've got to really show her.
I'm going to play a nice, easy one just to show you the basic
controls.
premise.
So, you're a spaceship in space.
You're a spaceship. So there you go, you're flying around. Whee, nice trail. Thank you for saying. Now, if I press the right trigger, I can speed up, so it means you get to sort of control the difficulty of the game. Because you can decide how quickly you want to move through it. And because you die, I will demonstrate, if you get squished off the screen. So it's really cool for being able to, like I say, just I don't know what I'm doing now. You know, controlling the difficulty yourself. So this is short form teleport, so you can just bring up your cursor and you can move it anywhere. And you can just pop over, so I can pop over there and get the survivors. Thank you. Yeah. Well, this is a secret trophy. It's not that secret.
Spoilers.
The rest are a little trickier.
Yeah, the rest are a little trickier, but we wanted you to know that they existed, so the first one had to kind of be in the face of it. So here you go, so you're picking up these survivors. So each level you are rewarded on the time that you took to do it, and the, James is right, I'm not the best.
Did you just miss one on level 2?
That's okay, I'll play soon, I'll show how it's done. I hope.
Yeah, so you're basically picking up these survivors, and in this level we're teaching you how to short form teleport, so it's just fun.
This is just holding down the X button, the 360 controller, or the right mouse button, and just dragging the analog stick or the mouse to where you want actually the ship to go. And I think it's really natural. It's sort of, I guess from a video it sort of looks like it would be complicated, but you pick it up and I think instantly you start teleporting around. First level, whatever you need to on the first level even.
No, first level's just, hey, you can move left and right, shoot things, and there are survivors. But it's all timed, so first we have what we call speed run, so I think it's more or less every 5th level is a speed run. So the idea is that when you get good at it, you can play the whole thing with keeping boost down. Right. So that's where the replayability.
Can you play every level keeping boost down? Even the one you showed me earlier, which was just a mess of colours and lasers.
Well, you can if you're very good.
If you're also
yeah.
right.
Well, actually, we designed every level so you could play it with boost held down, but some of them you've got to
really hard.
Yeah. Right. The thing is that all the controls, we've spent a lot of time like finessing the controls so that you can actually boost, and we have done things which normal player wouldn't notice, the things that it actually helps you. So in code we are actually doing things which actually help you to boost through the levels.
So here's the speedy one.
It's very forgiving.
Also, crucially, you can't be hurt by the walls.
Yes, you can't be hurt by the walls. Yeah. When I was talking to some of the press, a couple of them asked, "Oh, you can't be hurt by the walls," and I guess that's something that often, especially in a maze shooter, that's normally a thing. Yeah, you're definitely going to get hit by the walls. It's going to be something to avoid. I guess, what was the decision there to not have that in?
Well, because the reason that games used to do that is simply because collision is really quite difficult from a sliding collision. So on an 8-bit computer, as soon as you notice a collision, just kill the ship. Much, much easier than giving a proper physical collision. Here you slide and bounce and things like this.
So also in this level, you might have seen there were some switches. All long jump coming up. Put that in, because when we focus tested it, people didn't know what to do.
Is that the only time that happens?
No, you get long jumps, but now that they know that they can make it, it'll be alright in later levels. So here you go, here's a switch. This is where the puzzle element comes in. This is a simple scenario. But yeah, you shoot switch, laser field disabled, I can get to survivors. Yeah.
We'll show you that getting incredibly complicated in a little while. But yeah, you basically have switches that turn off all these like laser force fields, and they get more and more complicated as the game goes on. There's forking paths, as we'll show you.
11.
11. What's
It's my turn.
Here you go for it.
You gonna show off now?
Cool. I'm gonna try.
Right, look, here you go. You can fling. Whoa, you can fling.
You're not supposed to collect
calm down a
bullets.
bit so people can see what you're doing.
Okay.
So you can fling bombs.
Fling bombs.
So I'm gonna fling bombs. Alright,
Smash
select the
glass.
survivors, go over here, there's a baddie, hit the baddie, select the survivor, another baddie, and that's how it's done.
Bombs are right analog stick, or I think default keyboard is IJK and L.
Yeah.
They just fling off, and you have bombs, don't you?
Exactly. You can also fling bombs by moving your ship in a particular direction and pressing B on the controller. I'm not sure what it is on the keyboard. So it's not just button based.
No, you blew up there.
Well,
you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, you did actually die. He's saying after
that means
multi
you suck.
thirsty.
I'm sorry, also I can multitask.
It's harder to talk.
It's
Hard to talk and play the game at the same time. So yeah. So that's a switch, go back, select some more survivors.
So how does the scoring system work? Is it the same on all levels? As in, how do you get to the... I mean, there's leaderboards in the game, obviously, we'll show you them in a little while. But how do you actually go for the high score if you want to get the best score on your level? Is it all of the survivors?
Yeah, so basically you're scored on 3 different aspects. You're scored on how many survivors you pick up, you're scored on how quickly you complete the level, and you're scored on how many points you get. And you get points for every enemy you destroy, every bit of glass, every switch, every survivor, every pickup you get. So at the end, on the level end screen, you get a badge, and the colour of that badge, whether it's bronze, silver or gold, depends on the speed that you completed it in. So if you were really speedy, you get gold. If you were less speedy.
Oh man,
that was cool.
that was embarrassing.
Yeah,
It wasn't
you get
talking.
bronze. And then
Mr. Robin.
with
Is that what it
this,
is?
Yeah, he has this
I
effect.
think you just read it.
with the survivors, you get stripes on your badge. So if you get 3 stripes, you put all the survivors. If you say
That's it.
say
Oh,
get
Rookie
3
mistake.
stripes,
no, I don't think I am.
and then for the points, it's similar. You have like little wings off the side of the medals,
So-
and then if you do it in the best time and you get all the survivors and you get the maximum points and you don't die, you get a perfect. And that's the aim. You want to get perfects in all of them.
And I guess the
I was trying to, and it's just really hard.
Have you not played this before?
Robin.
so I guess it's a balance of trying to go as fast as you can while still being able to do the entire level, and maybe practice the levels slower, and then if you get better with the later levels, you know where to go. It becomes like a memory thing.
Yeah,
Which is a
exactly.
classic
That's
arcade.
exactly what it is. It's muscle memory.
Except, crucially, you never have to be that good to get through the levels.
Right.
No.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was going to ask actually. This typically arcade shooters, standard ones and bullet hell shooters are very, very nearly impossible for normal people like me. I enjoy shooters, I really, really love a Karuga, but I'm terrible at it. And the issue with that, I guess, is that you get all this content that you never really see unless you play and play and play and play it. So with Velocity, obviously it gets harder. I've seen it get much harder, and we'll show you it getting much harder. But in terms of how difficult the actual game is to get a bronze on and do badly on this and still get an award and pass the level, how does the difficulty curve sort of go for you guys?
In a spreadsheet. Love a spreadsheet. So
Exciting world of game dev.
I know. Yeah, so basically what we do, we have for all our games, we have a level matrix. So we have all the levels down one side, and then we have all the different mechanics that you might find. So for example, turrets are a mechanic, short form teleports a mechanic, and we put them in the order that we want the player to experience them. And then make sure we then basically just plot which elements appear on which level in the spreadsheet. And you,
Right.
what are you doing? And you end, sorry, I was talking to Robin.
That's okay. He's gonna die.
And then, yeah, so basically we want to make sure that we drip feed the mechanics to people slowly and give them enough time to get used to it and play around with it before adding the next one. So I am not the world's best person at shooters. So they've been, I think it's a good thing that I made the first bunch of levels, because it means that hopefully everyone
They are very,
can-
very, very accessible.
Yeah, they are accessible, but we teach, well, I like to think we teach people in a nice, gentle way, so they always kind of intuitively feel like they know what they should be doing and they don't get overwhelmed with all the different controls. But by the end of it, you know, people look at it and they see some of these trailers that we put up with James playing, and he's just like a wizard.
Crazy, yeah.
And they think,
He
oh
just
God.
picks up the controller and it's like watching someone play like an old school arcade game that they've been playing like completing Pac-Man or something. It's like, wow.
The game should be able to teach
The dedication of
everybody how to
James
do
is
that.
impressive.
Yeah, and the game does.
The thing
that's-
is,
that's
Teach
its
people how to
strength.
play that.
the thing
I
is that also that, you know, how difficult the game is actually depends how much you're boosting, how fast you're doing.
Yeah.
And if you're not boosting, the speed of the ship is so slow that you can actually do everything
Right.
that you want to do. So as you get better and better, you can make it harder for yourself. But then again, the scores are tied into it, which means that if you want higher score, you have to play better.
Yeah.
You have to play the hard way.
That's exactly right. But the one thing I will mention as well is that you have to get a certain amount of XP.
Right.
I'm not going to be able to talk and play at the same time. You have to get a certain amount of XP to progress through the levels. And initially it's pretty easy to get through them, but to unlock them. But then later on you're going to have to go back and get gold medals in some of the earlier levels to give yourself enough XP to be able to get through to the harder ones. So
Do you want to show us some of the harder ones now?
Well,
Maybe
what
one
I'm
where we're going to... James is eager to jump straight to level 40.
well,
But
James
I would
can hold
like
his
to
horses.
show the...
James should have come here if he wanted to play.
No,
Yeah, maybe he should have come down to London. It's lovely.
I
it's very
think
warm.
we should show a long form teleport, because that's one of the major USPs of the game.
Go for
So
it.
this is
Go
kind
for
of
it.
the
So this
puzzly
is
element
on level 16.
on level 16. you get introduced to this.
And I guess how long would it take you to get to level 60? Not long, really. It sounds like a long way. It's not.
20 minutes?
No, each level's probably about just over a minute in length.
So even if you died a few times, you'd probably get there in about half an hour.
So
The thing is because the levels are very, very soft learning curve, by the time you start to need to go back and actually get more levels, it's not until like level 41, 42 that starts happening.
Right.
You go back to level 1 and you've not played it for a while, and then suddenly you're much, much better at it than the first time you came around. You haven't even noticed
You're racing your own
skills.
Yeah.
And then you suddenly realise, I want to see if I can get a few more gold medals at this. And it draws you back into the levels.
Yeah, it's not like a grind where you get to 2 levels in and you're like, oh, I've got to replay this.
No, we don't want. There's no grinding.
No grinding.
okay. Can I? So rather than looking at a static screen, so this is long form teleport. So you will be introduced to a branch. It's like, where do I go? So you can drop a telepod by pressing Y. You can go up one branch. And I've got a switch there. And then where's switch 2? So if I pull up my map, I can go back to my telepod that I dropped, and I can go up the other way. So this is a really simple example of how long-form teleport works. Now I can get that switch. 6 survivors online. So I just wanted to show that as a very simple example because it does get a lot more complicated later on.
So there's a lot actually going on in the game. There's a lot of puzzle stuff. There's a lot of thinking about how different paths work. There's a lot of experimentation as you go through. You're going to die on these levels and you're going to come back to them and you're going to realise exactly where to put them. And all this time, you're sort of playing quite slowly here. But when you come back to it, I guess you're holding down boost and trying to do this. It becomes terrifyingly fast very quickly.
Yeah. Like a pro.
Anyone can get really good at this. Apart from Hussein, who can't.
Actually, that's not true.
You programmed it. You programmed some of it.
I'm actually very good at it. It's just that it's just that Robin thinks he's better. You know what we should do? We should have a challenge.
I think I was just thinking that.
We should do a level me versus Robin who does it fastest.
I think we should.
Okay, we'll pick a level you'll be good at. Level 1.
You guys think about what level, and I'll. If the winner can have a stealth ink memory stick. It's 2 gigs.
That sounds
2
amazing.
gigs.
I need a memory card.
Exactly, and it's squared. It twists open. It's amazing.
That's beautiful.
We gave them away in E3. They're very exclusive. So the winner can have that, and the loser, I don't know what the loser gets.
Well, the loser gets nothing.
Shame.
Yeah.
Shall I put us on a
Robin, you
later level?
Well, how about level 44?
Okay. Oh, that's my favourite one.
Yes, it's the one you like.
This is a good demonstration of how intense the game gets. Don't be scared by it, because it takes a while to get here.
Who's playing this? This is actually the last level I made, and embarrassingly I was playing it a few minutes ago and I can't remember what to do. Oh, so drop a telepod here because there's a branch. What do I do? Look at my map.
Explode.
Go back here. And go up that way. There's a switch. Some aliens. These are gold aliens.
I think it's better to kill them with the bombs.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go this way now.
I think that map alone demonstrates how sort of different the levels get once you get to the higher numbers.
Yeah.
Here, so I've dropped about 3 teleports I think so far, and I went the wrong way. Where do I need to go? I want to get yellow switch 2, which is there. There it is. Why did I miss that?
And what are the things that you're picking up? The little icons. These are different power-ups.
Yeah, there's weapons and health and so forth. You get better shooting later on with big lasers and stuff.
Yeah, so you have like weapon pickups as well.
Did it?
And there is a health system, which is what the lower med packs are, obviously. But also what the top left, I'm not sure how well it comes across in the video, but the top left ship icon there, it goes red as you get hurt, which means there's not any sort of one-shot death. And there's no really annoying, difficult bosses.
No, there aren't.
Was there any point in development that you guys were thinking about adding bosses?
Yes.
Yeah.
How did that end up not coming to the game?
Not enough time, too
Not
much
enough
time.
time.
But having said that...
Oh, and also the screen was too small. That was the problem.
We don't have that problem anymore.
We couldn't, the designs that we had, we couldn't fit on the screen because the screen was going to be static.
Right.
and we wanted loads of switches and stuff, and there wasn't enough room to move the actual ship. That was one of the reasons.
But currently we are in development for the sequel.
Yes,
for Velocity.
which is called
Velocity 2X.
2X.
And that's going to have bosses.
Yeah, Robin's just made them all.
Maybe more brilliant. And that's coming out on PlayStation 4 initially, isn't it?
It's going to be out on Vita and
Vita.
PlayStation 4, yes.
When's it coming out?
March, April, I think.
March, April, you think?
It's not-
if you pass QA.
No, well, yeah, we don't really know at the moment because
It
we
won't
haven't
be out
decided.
in March.
No, it won't be.
It'll probably be.
We'll be fixing it in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should get you guys to commit live to a PC. That'd be good. Yeah, we've had all the fun developing this game as well, and it's
God, this is.
a very control-orientated game. We've tried to make sure that all the sort of PC controls make sense for it. But even though it is an arcade game, it does feel really good on the PC. It's full 1080, 60 FPS. I'm not sure if the video is going to be in 60 FPS. I don't know how Twitch works. It might be, it probably won't be. But the actual game is. It feels really smooth, it's really, really quick and really responsive, especially with a 360 controller. You can plug in a PS3 controller, you might be able to plug in a PS4 one. I'm not sure how the Windows drivers work for it. If they work on normal games, they work on this. We have a program integrated into this for Xpadder, which lets you basically use any joystick you want if you take a few minutes to configure the controls. But it works straight away with the standard Xbox controller.
Why did I do that?
James says it won't be coming out in March, your sequel.
No, it won't. No way.
No, yeah, it won't be. Sorry for that.
We'll still be hammering in the nails around March.
Yeah, I think you'll think. Yeah,
I was thinking about trying to
finish
finish it by March, but
Okay, so now I'm flinging Bob backwards. Can I do it? Yes. If you can see there on the map, I had to fling the bomb backwards to get to number 5 to allow number 6 to become active.
Wow.
Quite impressive. I just did that. What am I doing now?
Regretting not having dropped a long form title right.
I am, you should have done this.
While Kirsty struggles with this level,
She made.
Robin, do you want that she made that she must have spent hours staring at and has forgotten where all the
Well,
blocks
I've
are?
not played it in a little while.
Right, fair
I've
enough.
been playing
It was out on Vita. When was
She
it out
played
on
this
Vita?
20 minutes ago.
It was,
Well, there's
but
a
she was much worse then. So,
Not much.
bonus.
Robin, do you want to sort of just tell us how Velocity came about to begin with? Because it was originally called Velocity and it was a PS Minis, is it?
Yeah, it was a PSP game. We had the engine for Coconut Dodge, which obviously had the scrolling coming down the screen.
Right.
Coconut Dodge also had teleport. It was even called teleport in the code, but it was the crab dug through the ground and came up somewhere else. So changing that bit of the code wasn't difficult. But we wanted to do something better. James had a really cool tune, which sounded like a sci-fi tune, and he needed a game to go with it. So we experimented with a few different ideas, including things like Xenon 2 and Thrust, various other classics which inspired us, and this is what we got. The main sections from Coconut Dodge. PSP was a challenge because it's a quite old piece of kit.
Yeah.
So getting that running at 60 frames a second was annoying.
I guess you didn't have any of these sort of particle stuff coming off from explosions or anything
No,
like
but
that.
we had big explosions made out of polygons.
Obviously on a PC it's really good because you can start, if you're making the PC version, you've suddenly got a lot of power, especially in terms of memory, video memory as well. You can just suddenly say, well, we can do this, and have particles everywhere, and anti-aliasing, which is what the PC version has. The launcher lets you choose 2 anti-aliasing modes, which just smooth out some of the edges. Just the benefit of one of you take it.
None of them
Come on,
want to
Win.
Um,
I'm not playing level 50.
But then it was originally a PSP game, and then it became Velocity Ultra when you updated it. So what was the decision to come back to it after you brought out Velocity and then bring it out as Velocity Ultra?
A lot of people played it on the Vita, and it was actually, I think, rated as one of the best Vita games, even though it wasn't specifically designed for it. So we thought it would be nice to release a Vita native title, so it had all the trophies in it, and it had the leaderboards.
It's the James that wasn't.
And then we thought we'd give it a bit of an overhaul. Ooh, we missed an overhaul with the graphics as well. So while the graphics are similar,
Damn it!
they were originally pixel graphics, and they've we drew over them.
They're more anime now,
Yeah.
more anime, less pixely, which is, I mean, most are probably, I don't know, some people are getting quite tired of the whole pixel style, and then sometimes a game comes out like Risk of Rain, which has recently come out, that just makes you think, oh, it's amazing again, and then you get another 30 games that, you know, just having pixel style doesn't make a game look nice. You've really got to invest time and energy into making it have a really good theme. And I think one of the things that Velocity Ultra has now is this really nice sort of big, chunky, bold graphics, and then the cutscenes have big sort of anime style pictures, and we've also got those in the trading cards, haven't we, on Steam?
Yeah.
So it's really, really nice art style. Didn't change the music because the music was already brilliant, I guess.
Yeah,
Yes.
so the music for Velocity was actually done by Joris the Man, who was the composer for Killzone. He is the man, actually. He's amazing. The initial sketch of music was done by James himself. James is massively into music, and that's one of his other passions, audio and music creation. But yeah, he just contacted Joris and got him on board, and he did all the music for our game, which is just amazing.
Awesome. Someone was asking a question, Hussein, that's for you.
Yeah.
It's a technical question.
Sure.
It says, are we using OpenGL? Are we using OpenGL?
No, we use Sony's internal libraries, which...
But we couldn't have used it on the PC
That's
version.
a very good point. I would not be able to answer that question. I think Curve Studios will be able to answer that question.
DirectX.
I think it will be DirectX, yes.
Right, okay. I won't have a clue, of course, because I'm not...
Yeah, there's a 99% chance that it's running DirectX rather than OpenGL, yeah.
Brilliant. I hope that clears it up, hopefully. And Old Mary was asking if you guys are ever going to consider making a 3D game.
Well, we
It's
would love...
not- Yeah, not out of the realms of possibility. At the moment, we're just concentrating on getting the sequel finished, and then we'll see what we'll do afterwards.
Yeah. Having said that, our engine is fully capable of 3D stuff now.
Right.
So our next title
Is
is... Well, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Our next title is 2.5D, which means that we have full support for 3D camera and everything. So it's not out of the question, but it depends on what kind of games you work on to actually lend themselves to 3D titles, and also how big our budgets are.
Of course. I mean, Curve has always been a small studio, and all our games have always been 2D, which is good because we make platformers and they've suited the 2D style. But I mean, just seeing the, if you guys saw the No Man's Sky
that was beautiful.
trailer, and because it's procedural, you can get away with having that as a 3D game, and it just looks amazing. You haven't got to worry so much about individual texture and all the big things that you need to make a 3D game. How many people work at FuturLab?
It's 10 of us.
So, pretty small studio.
Yeah, we're
studio,
really little. I mean, it was only this time last year that we expanded. Before that, it was just 3 of us. So we've only expanded to 10 in the last year.
So how many people worked on Velocity? You two, Kirsty, so 3 of you guys and
the
James.
original Velocity Millie's title, it was Robin, James and I, and then we had a lot of contractors help. So we had a contractor, John Steele, who I believe worked with you for a bit.
Yes.
He's awesome and looks like a Viking.
Which helps, always
He
helps.
did
Dresses
all
like a Viking.
Yeah, he's got an intimate now, hasn't he?
Got a sword on it.
He did all the fantastic pixel art, and then we had a couple of guys help us out with the cutscene stuff, and then of course Joris, who remastered all the music and wrote some of the tunes, and Paul Simpson, who did all the UI.
Yeah.
So we had quite a few contractors, but now we're...
And then you had Jack and Jimmy help with the levels.
Yeah, Jack and Jimmy helped with the levels.
Someone was asking, will Velocity ever come to a mobile device?
Probably not.
The thing is, with mobile devices, it's going to be very hard. You need proper controls.
Yeah.
You do have to actually be able to control the ship.
I think, doesn't it use every button on the Vita?
Yeah.
It does.
It shows you a good example of how much you need, and you're holding the control. You know, it's not like Super Meat Boy or something where it's a jump. It's a proper full-on. So I guess there are ways around that, but you guys wouldn't feel like it would be the
have to
same.
reinvent the game.
It would be quite tricky. Plus, they're having to run at 60 frames a second inside a virtual machine.
Right.
That can be troublesome for some
That can be.
devices.
No, see, the modern mobile devices can handle it at 60 frames per second. But from our point of view, I think the biggest hurdle will be, even if you put those joysticks on screen, it's not going to be same. You need to feel the controller.
I hate joysticks.
Yeah, they just don't feel right,
Yeah.
and I think the game just doesn't lend itself to mobile devices.
Yeah, it's a very tactile experience, isn't it? I mean, even with mouse and keyboard, the buttons are there. I think that some games can really easily make that jump, and suddenly it doesn't feel any different, or even it feels better. But yeah, if you want to play the game mobile on the go, then the Vita version is amazing. So
Yes, definitely.
you've got that, and Vitas are so cheap now. So just buy one, and then buy one
Yeah,
of
they
those.
like £99.
You can get the Argos had
Really?
a sale for.
Yeah, so I heard
120.
that as well.
Yeah.
They are selling for £99.
Get yourself a nice Christmas present. There are loads of great games in the Vita actually at the moment.
And there will be Velocity 2 coming out on Vita, which is going to be amazing. So,
Means that Vita will have two of the best games ever made on it.
hell yeah.
What else do we have? Do we have any others from people? Let me just check.
So, Robin, are you taking notes, sir? This is how it's
Yeah.
done.
I'm watching every movie you screw up.
But it's hypnotic, isn't it?
Well,
It is on a 50-inch bicycle
Yeah.
screen, yeah. We're playing it in our meter room. This TV is normally used for spreadsheets and PowerPoint.
It's also, when you look away, it's a bit like Guitar Hero, everything's going up.
Yeah, you see it out the window.
Is it 16 times the resolution of the original PSP version?
And yet it still looks really nice. It's always a worry, I guess, when you're looking at porting a Vita title or any mobile title to PC and thinking, we didn't redo all of the art here because you guys already had all
It
of
was
the
already
Yeah.
in
PDFs.
HD.
So you scaled the
Scaled
Vita
down.
version down rather than having to remake every single texture, so it still looks really great. I don't think, James, you let me know if there are any other questions from people, because I have my own questions.
From people. What questions from people?
I know you touched on some of the retro influences, Robin, but what other influences sort of got you to the point of Velocity Ultra? Were there any filming references or any with the music? Is there any sort of old sci-fi stuff?
The music you'd have to ask James. It sort of feels a bit, there's a Terminator vibe going on there. And definitely the chip tunes and the Amiga stuff. So in terms of gameplay and the rest of it, well, anything we couldn't fit into the main game, we put into the flight computer instead.
Right.
So we have lots of influences. 8-bit and 16-bit.
I think we all really love sci-fi at FuturLab.
Oh, that's a good one. The titles of all the levels and all of the...
Yeah, so, and the three of us who worked on the original all have a different kind of part sci-fi that we love. James is really into the sort of Hollywood films, so he loved, like Blade Runner, Total Recall,
Right.
they had a strong influence for him. Robin likes all the sort of TV series like Fringe and Farscape, that's whereas I like the old books.
So all of those have
Like
come
Off
into
the
the
World.
game.
Yeah, and so all the levels, well, the majority of levels are named after our favourite things
Right,
from sci-fi.
right. And as you say, we'll show you the flight computer, this level actually. The flight computer basically is I guess in any other game it would just become extras. It's the part of the game that has all of the unlockable stuff that you can get as you play
It's
the game
Kai's
skillfully.
operating system, the things she'd be using in her ship.
Yeah, there's
In our heads, anyway.
Kai's the main character.
Kai is the main character. Kirsty, before we go into the flight computer, what's the plot? We forgot to talk about the plot.
What is the plot? That is a good question.
Did you write the plot,
Hamlet.
Kirsty?
I didn't write the plot.
Who wrote
no.
the plot?
James.
James wrote the plot.
Basically,
He'll be watching you to get this right. Yeah.
No. I know the plot's the second one. So the plot of this is Kai, she has been she's the only pilot in the universe who is capable of flying the Quark jet, because she is awesome. The Quark jet is the only ship which is capable of teleporting, and that's because it has a black hole at its heart. And I'm going to say this just to piss off James. Similar to the TARDIS. He hates it.
You haven't read the story at all.
It has got a black hole at the centre of the Quark jet. Okay, you tell it. You
Yeah.
wrote a lot of it.
No, it's
Come on,
really, it's
Robin.
pretty close.
No, go on, but you tell
No,
it.
Robin,
You
come on, yeah.
actually wrote the
Yeah, exactly.
Tell us a story,
No,
Robin.
singularity, that's fine. It's essentially a... I don't want to backfire
No, go on.
bad science, but quantum accelerator, a particle accelerator, which is allowed you to create exotic particles, which allow you to bend space. Well, actually alter the space at the macro level. There's a whole book about it. I'm not
Okay.
going to do it here on
I'm
camera.
going to talk about the story.
Yes, she has to get to save as many hostages as possible, well, survivors.
There's a black hole. The reason why the world is scrolling like that is because there is a black hole sucking everything towards it, which is why you're being drawn towards it and the whole world is scrolling. So you need to go and rescue all the survivors before
They die.
before they all get sucked into the black hole. So there she
I'm going
is.
to show
on a
all of
mission.
the art there, but this is Kai.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through all the spoilers. But this is, we've unlocked everything, so I don't want to go into too many of these because we don't want to spoil some
No,
of this
yeah,
stuff.
there's a good ending.
There's a good ending. There's loads and loads and loads of... How many missions are there?
20?
Do you guys know how long the game is to perfect?
Oh,
Well, I haven't done it yet.
tricky. 20 hours maybe? Rough
If you're
guess.
trying hard.
So there's 50 levels. Each level is, I would say, on average about a minute and a half. But to get through, actually, some of the later ones are longer. But then to go back and perfect them all, it takes quite a
Work.
Yeah.
bit of
So
work.
if you're into
So-
arcade games and you're into memorisation and you're into playing again and trying to get the best scores,
yeah, get
that's
the perfect.
20 hours for £4.60 right now, I think it is. With
Well, we've got
20% of the fibre.
That's a guess, but it could take longer. There's
Yeah.
Could even
tons and
take
tons-
longer. Look at that.
Tons of hidden bits. So.
And there is a lot of
bonus
these
missions.
Easter eggs, bonus missions, lots of Easter eggs. I've actually got a printout of like 5 A4 pages of cheats and Easter eggs that we haven't put into the public domain. I guess a few of them are out there for the PlayStation Vita version. Certainly not all of them, but some of them are on the internet. But we've changed them all again. So all the cheats are different now. They don't work, so you can't go on GameFAQs and just cheat away. But we're sure they'll get out there a little bit, and we'll probably tweet a few as well. We can show you the Minesweeper though, because that comes by default, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's built in.
So,
Like
there's a Minesweeper
every
in.
home computer.
She's got an operating system, therefore she must have mine.
So that was
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fault here, was that
Yeah.
everything.
And
That's
the
why she's got a
calculator.
There's a calculator as well, yeah.
And there is a calculator. Shall we? Yes. That one small spoiler is that this is where you can enter some of the cheat codes, and that's one of the reasons it's here. It's also a fully functioning calculator. You can do
Yeah,
use
if you need to
use at work or to do your maths homework. It's brilliant.
top up your shopping.
It does work. It's not a scientific calculator, so you can't do any hardcore maths, but you
You
can
have
do
to add
basic
that to the
stuff.
sequel.
Yeah.
Full scientific calculator.
Yeah, definitely. You're programming it, right?
Sure, no problem.
Is there anything else I can go into here, Kirsty, without massive spoiler alerts?
Yeah, you can
Well,
show
show the
some of the
progress.
missions. So you actually get Coconut Dodge. Here we go, Crab Nebula. This is Coconut Dodge, our first game
Oh,
after
wow.
space.
I can't hit the coconuts.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right, because coconut dodge, right?
So it's kind of shows where the inspiration came from for Velocity, because this is one of the mazes in Coconut Dodge. So normally you'd be a crab on a beach and these coconuts would be falling towards you, whereas here it looks like you're flying up through them, but it's the same thing. You've got to...
It is, yeah, it's just a starfield, I guess.
I'll give you a
Yeah.
hint, Rob.
Yes,
Just keep moving. You don't have to sort
right.
of dodge. It goes with
I see.
the flow of the game.
I can't imagine what my face looks like right now. We're trying to concentrate on this. I'm terrible with
So
controls.
this is one of the little bonus missions. So you saw that.
How do you get this? Do you want to tell people how you get this, or do you
Yeah.
want to do that quietly?
There are little medals dotted around. So I sort of showed you one on the first level I played, which had short form teleport. It was like a little silver medal at the side, and it popped up saying bonus mission unlocked.
Right.
So there are 20 of them dotted around the game.
I
You
feel
don't know which
I'm in the
levels
zone.
they're in.
This is good. I like the flare, the jet.
The trail.
Stars, yeah. Oh, to go back to level 1 though, I'm gonna bore people to death watching me fail at this. So that's an example of some of the extras. They are pretty cool, and we've got progress as well, which is let's just quickly go over what this is. Kirsty, you want to explain the screen?
I'll let Robin, because this is his
Robin, do you
work
want to
of art.
explain the screen?
As you go through the game, you get various rewards for particular things you've done. Destroying switches in a particular order really quickly, discovering the secrets, changing the colour of the trail of your ship, all sorts of different things are rewarded, and there's this huge list. The aim is obviously to fill the entire thing in.
Yeah, because when we first made this, it was actually a minis title, so there was no concept of trophies. We know, like, trophies are a lot of fun to collect, so we thought, we'll stick our own in. And so I think we've got 144 trophies, is that right?
That's quite a lot. And some of them are linked to achievements on Steam, and
Yes.
some of them are not. So there are a list of Steam achievements that should be live on Steam now anyway, but they're not all linked to those trophy systems, so it's sort of like two progression systems, I guess. And of course, like any good arcade game, there is high scores. Right now, I believe, unless there's been a huge rush of people, there has been quite a few, but if you probably go back to some of the later zones, everyone at the top is going to be our QA guys. Kevin is one of our QA guys. We didn't wipe the leaderboard, interestingly enough, and Rissel, who would have done some of the earlier levels, is one of our QA guys. So on most of the levels where they haven't been able to max it, you should be able to beat them fairly quickly.
Well, the cool thing about this leaderboard is the Elite Lounge, which you can see there. Because the screen scrolls at constant speed, there is a maximum top time you can do it in, or not top time, like, you know, there is a time that everyone, if they get amazing at, will always complete it in. So what we did to stop everyone from just being first is create this Elite Lounge. So the top person is always in the, you know, the person who's at the top of the leaderboard is always in the Elite Lounge, and it means that you go and join them rather than just becoming a list of one. So it will cycle through.
Which is excellent.
Play the credits.
Play the
Oh
credits.
yes.
Hey, developed by FuturLab.
This is actually a game. If you have to destroy all the credits.
Oh wow!
You get to
Like
shoot
this.
us.
This is great. This is very cathartic. Kirsty, fuck you, Kirsty. Insane.
Yeah, kill him.
The title's too long to destroy though, man. It's fine.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah.
I'm invincible, Robin. That's
I'd
what
like to redo this bit just so I can shoot you somewhere.
But I guess this is. Did we reprogram this as well? Put our names in our city?
I bet you'll get
There's some credits yet, so
Yeah.
we're going to be
It's a pretty long list.
It's going to be a pretty long list.
You can actually speed it up with the scroll button, just like in the movie.
Oh, good. Can you give me a second? Can you do that while I
So
just
this
read
is
up?
all the people who worked on the original minis and also those who worked on the
Robin,
the other-
sorry, Kirsty, let me
Oh,
just
you
try
must-
Robin first.
People have asked about the Linux and Mac versions. We are looking into it. We're not committing to anything yet, but we would love to do them. We'd like to be in Humble at some point, and we would love for the game to be on all PC computer formats, and it would come to those formats as a Steam Play title. So if you do buy it now with this PC, and we release a Mac version later on, you won't have to pay for it. It'll just be through Steam Play, which is great news. We will hopefully let everyone know whether we're going to do that as soon as possible. Here we are, here's our credits. Here we go, my name will be right at the bottom.
I'll try to go as fast as possible then.
Quickly, there's QA guys, Kevin at the top of the list. And I should be in the manager bit here. Here we go.
Oh!
Here we go. Brilliant. I'm above our finance director, that's good. Just write like that. The other question people are asking just about your sequel is if there's going to be a level editor.
In the sequel? No, there are no plans of having a level editor.
Really? Yeah, I guess some people really love level editing stuff, but it can be really tricky to moderate.
Exactly, that's the biggest
On
problem.
PC it's not so bad.
Yeah.
You don't have as many rules, but Sony have a lot of rules about moderation and making levels that look like penises.
Exactly.
And making levels with rude words in the titles.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work to actually have to manage that and work with the Sony guys who are awesome, but they have a lot of sort of rules that don't exist on the PC all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and they've got a team that will manage that for them. But because we're publishing it, we'd have to manage that, and there's only 10 of us, and we can't sit there and
You have
write
one
what
person
everyone's
forever
doing.
to have that, yeah. We've had the same thing with Stealth and looking into how we're going to do the community levels with that, and it is a big... It seems like a simple thing, I guess, if you're playing a game, but if you're in development on the Sony side, it is a lot more work. So there is a reason why that's sometimes a no. What do you guys think? I'll go through each of you. I mean, this game has got an 87 Metacritic. That's brilliant. Nearly 90.
Well,
nearly 90.
It's gone
Could have been better.
Could have been, always can be better, but it's still...
There's always some haters in it.
Yeah, there's always some people giving you an 8.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
It's
It's done really well though, and it's one of the best selling and best rated critically Vita games out there. I think it's in the top 10. And yeah, there's a joke that there's no games on the Vita, but there are a lot of games on the Vita now. And so, obviously, it's a great game. What is the thing that you guys are most proud of in the game? I'll start with you, Hussein. Like, if you could say one thing that you say, this is what makes this game great.
I think that will have to be the controls. So James, while working with James, he's so passionate about the controls and the gameplay mechanics is just amazing, and the amount of effort and time we spend just making sure that the controls feel natural and fluid.
Right.
I think that is the best thing about this game, that you can get into it, you can play as fast as you want, you can play as slow as you want, and I think that's the one thing behind which most of the passion lies of the whole studio. So I would definitely say the actual mechanics and the controls.
Awesome. Robin, you have a different answer, or do you agree with
Not massively different. The learning curve, I think, for me.
It's a really important thing, I guess. A really underrated thing.
You mentioned Ikaruga. When I saw Ikaruga the first time on the Dreamcast, I thought, wow, that was amazing, I want to play that. And then I played it, got about level 3 and realised I was never going to get it.
Yeah, I've never seen level 4, and I really like the game. I could cheat, load up Dreamcast emulator and just cheat, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
This game holds you by the hand, and you get to the point where you're doing things that are really difficult, and your earlier self wouldn't be able to handle them, but there's never a time when you come to a learning wall. It's gentle all the time, so you end up getting better at it because the game's got a good learning curve.
Kirsty?
I think the variety. That I genuinely do think it's not just your generic shooter. It's like there is the puzzle element in it. There are the speed runs. There are the all out sort of bullet hell. Hang on. Ah no, there's a big thing.
You were talking. It's forgivable.
Oh look, it's up here somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you see there I go. Bonus.
Brilliant.
Oh no, that's not a bonus one. That's a secret area unlocked. That's one of the achievement trophy style things that you can get. So what am I doing? Apart from trying not to die. Yeah, they say women are supposed to be able to multitask.
Women say that.
Brilliant. Thanks, Robin.
So that will be you, Robin, because you're such a girl.
So I think.
That's why you fancy me so much.
Oh God, here we go.
This is why I have to
Here we
put
go.
up with.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, no, the variety, definitely. There's, I don't think you can kind of get bored with it. It changes so much. Oh God, something.
Well, we've been talking a lot. We do have some posters and shirts there behind me. I don't want to get up, but trust me, they're there. We will be on Twitter. I'll certainly be on Twitter, on the Curve Studios Twitter, which James in the chat will handily link you to now. It's just at Curve Studios. If you follow us there, we're going to give away some stuff. I'm sure FuturLab is going to get my
I'll
emails.
get
Give
them.
us some stuff.
You can have a look.
Oh, brilliant! If you get them, and while you're getting them, I think we should end this with you two deciding or figuring out who's the best.
All right, let's do it. Level 8.
Level 8.
I was going to go for level 44, level challenge.
Well, the thing is that I haven't played the
No,
Leaderboards.
they've already seen that before.
You don't know it's so
Yeah,
I think we should do a short, easy one. So
Short,
when you
easy,
mess it up,
exactly.
you'll look more stupid.
Level 10.
I agree with that.
Level 10, you say?
By the way, if people are interested in knowing about what Robin does in the studio, he's a code monkey, and we just generally call him Monkey. So that's
He's a
Robin's
good monkey
job
that's
for you.
allowed on Twitch.
He's
You're
like
allowed
a
that.
spike
He's like a big monkey, big cuddly monkey.
I would kill you.
Alright, so what level are we doing?
10 apparently.
10.
Okay.
I'll do it first so you can find out where everything is.
You could, you have to shut your eyes maybe.
I screwed up.
You can no restarts.
Okay,
That's
one restart, that's it. Alright, one restart.
Okay.
Remember, you're playing for a stealthy memory stick here. The stakes have never been higher in a game.
Oh no, man, this is like, my arms are sweaty.
Slipping off the controller.
Yeah. Come on, Robin, mess up. Robin.
Damn it. Not helping, Kirsty. Not helping.
Thank you, Kirsty.
Is this a perfect game, you're saying?
Oh,
Are you worried?
I'm really worried, yes.
No, I missed some, don't worry, you'll be fine.
You just got to get all of them and do it perfect.
No, that the question, the thing is that who does it the fastest.
Right.
He wasted a lot of him trying to collect everything. I'm not going to collect anything.
But if you don't collect stuff, you're saying you might not pass the mission, and that would be a fail.
Oh
That
man,
would definitely be
that's his time is 0
Yeah, hang on.
14.
What is his time?
48.
That's very easy to think. We should have managed.
Yeah.
48. Good luck. And if you foul, you foul. But you
Oh,
can have
man.
one restart as Robin cheat a little bit.
Where does this plug into that?
You just whoops.
Robin, no talking man.
Oh, no, I won't screw it up for you, I haven't screwed it up for me.
Oh
No,
dear.
you
When you
don't
explode,
need to,
restart.
do you?
You explode.
Okay, this is your one restart. This is
Oh,
it
okay.
now.
What?
The
I was doing
one
a test
restart.
level. I was just checking where everything was.
Come on!
Do you think he's going to win, Robin?
Oh no, he's doing really well. He's missing loads of stuff.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, I don't care because
No, I think that's poor sportsmanship. I think you should be trying to get everything.
Yeah.
All right,
Just
go
saying,
stay.
I think you're a scum. I think it's what she's saying.
Robin, don't be a sore loser, buddy. Oh!
Oh,
Close, close, close.
Explode.
Close, 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 close.
Oh, he's done it. It's all over now.
Is it?
Look at this. Flawless victory.
you just hear you scurrying on the controller.
Of course, you
What
missed
do
all
we
the
do?
stuff.
No, I didn't. And my.
Oh wow!
But your score's lower. I had 21,650.
That doesn't matter.
You've got
All the time.
19,700.
Okay,
Can we
So-
both
so
have a USB
I just kicked
stick?
your
I've only got
ass.
one
I
left.
kicked
I've
your
only got one
ass.
left. So
Look, hang on, I'm playing it.
if
Go
Kirsty
on.
wins, then she can have another mistake.
Yeah.
Come on, Kirsty. Come on. After James telling me that you weren't that good, I think you should definitely show him.
I get a
You get your
try
restart,
it,
yeah.
don't I? Yeah.
You've all tripped up on that, I think.
I know.
That's why I decided to just avoid them.
I guess you
That's
designed
why your
this
score
level,
was so
Kirsty, as
low.
well, so
Oh,
no bonus here.
next time.
I guess they'll just die then, yeah?
Yeah, they're sucked into the background. I just went on about saying not getting everything wrong.
So James would be able to beat all of you. James,
No.
the
No.
no.
Well, not really. I think
You'd
0
get
to
close
48.
to my score.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't beat you. Right. He's sitting there on Kirby like,
He's
what?
swearing right now. Like, quite a lot.
Yeah.
If James is listening, you can beat us, sir.
He's definitely listening.
Is he replying?
He said, not bad, Robin. Come on, Kirsty. Exclamation
man.
mark.
All of the YouTube videos that James made are done with cheats.
Right, of course.
They're all done in slow down mode as well. It's sad when you say it happening.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
is that
Oh,
just
you were
showing the
close.
best time?
But still not as good.
No.
Why
No,
is it
it's
saying
that
0 to
time.
48 all the time?
You know what? I think 48 might just actually be the
Need
maximum.
boosting
That's what we
inside.
like.
So you're all equally okay at it.
Except
Oh,
the score.
man.
Except
I
I
respect
respect
that.
I'm
I got-
supposed to
Robin
be-
did
I
get
got
the best score.
21,650.
Robin did get the best
We've got
score.
video proof.
Actually, that's
of
not
that.
true. I got
That's
higher
true.
than
I
Robin.
don't think he did.
I think I did.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give
You got
Robin the memory
19,000.
card, and when this is on YouTube, we can have a look, and if it's wrong, you'll have to hand it over in shame.
Sure, we'll
The
video
others.
that happening. Or maybe I'll drop it on the floor and stamp on it.
Kirsty, you have merch.
I do have merch. I have lovely t-shirts. This is ladies' t-shirt. I feel like
Ladies'
you
t-shirt.
see, it's an off-the-shoulder number.
This is very nice material.
It is actually. They're all ethically made, so it's all fair trade.
There's lag on the camera, so hopefully that works.
But they're actually really nice quality. We didn't go for the cheapy ones.
Yeah, they're
and-
very nice.
Like, because we've all got
Like
some.
silk.
We've washed them several times. They wash very well, 40 degrees in the washing machine.
These are very nice.
They're
And
nice.
you guys sell them, don't you? On
Yeah,
your,
we sell them
you
on
have a
our shop.
Thing is, if you go to our website to our shop, you will actually see me and Kirsty posing with this T-shirt. So we do a bit of modelling on the side.
Do you guys have all sizes so that if someone wins that's a small or a large?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We've
This is
got
a
small,
cool
medium, large, and extra large. And if you're in doubt what size you are, you can go on the FuturLab shop website, and there is a size chart.
stuff. Wow.
I don't know where the camera is. Can you see this?
This is there. Yep, they definitely can. That's a really big. And it's got like movie credits.
Oh yeah, it has got movie credits.
Very
So,
clever.
and
Very
we've
clever.
got some signed ones of these as well for the extra special.
Okay, so
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
we'll give these
Worth
away
me on
on
content.
Twitter, but the first person that types poster in all caps in the chat here will win one of those posters, just for the Twitch side. First person to do it that isn't James will get a poster. If you just put your email, it was more fun definitely did it on our screen anyway. Maybe not on everyone's. More fun. Stay around just for a minute and I will grab your details from you and we will get your address. The other prizes we'll give away on the Curve Twitter immediately after this, so keep an eye on that. And I'd like to say thanks for everyone on Twitch stream that's joined us. Hello if you're watching on YouTube later on. Try to put this together and put it up as soon as we can. Stop fighting.
That's fine.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Well,
Thanks
thanks
for
for having
having
us.
us.
It's been amazing.
Fun. And I'll see you guys on Twitter soon.
Bye. I've been thinking this is the camera. I'm looking at the wrong thing all the time. Bye.
Cool. 2.
Oh. Deserved it.
After beating it.
I'm taking the USB stick.
No, you're not.
I am
Don't
taking.
tell you
I'm still taking the USB.
Kicked your
You need
ass.
a USB stick.
Of course I do, I don't have any. What's USB? That sounds good, I want some of that.
Okay, I don't know if the chat turns off when I turn off the stream, guys. So, and I want to get more funds details, but he doesn't want to give me his email and chat, which is fair enough. You can PM it. I'm such a Twitch noob that I don't know how to look at my PMs, but you can definitely PM me. You can PM our free curve who's as well. So PM one of us now, or my email is right there. So just drop me an email. We'll definitely ship to USA. That's fine. We'll ship everywhere. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Keep waving while I figure out how to turn it off.
Well.